WVII Bangor.
From the Great North Woods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, an update on the process of the Jessica Williams trial.
Also, the governor has intervened with a local power company in attempts to keep rates from increasing.
And across the state and nation, we are seeing fuel shortages. We'll hear advice on the situation from the Maine Energy Marketers Association. This and more local news right now. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you so much for tuning in on this lovely morning. How are you this morning?
I'm good. And you're back in the saddle. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. It's been 4 years since I've sat at this desk reporting to the people in the Bangor region, and it feels pretty good. I'll tell you what, I have to be honest. I have to get used to getting up so darn early.
I know.
We're crazy. What are we doing here? But
this show's a little different than the night show, too, so a lot to get used to. Either way, I'm sure as heck happy to have you, and I'm sure that everybody else here is as well.
I'm looking forward to it, too. It's been fun watching you and Joe. I wish Joe the very best.
Fun.
I got to meet him the last couple of weeks, and what a great guy. I think he's home, hopefully sleeping right now, getting ready for his next step.
Getting ready for the big move. I'm sure he needs it.
Yeah.
It's a big transition.
It's been fun. You guys have done a good job, and hopefully we can continue to do just the same.
I'm sure we will.
All right.
Well, we'll transition over to weather now. Devin Biggs joins us.
Hey, Emma and Craig, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Boosted Auto and Diesel. For all your automotive, heavy truck, and equipment needs, call Ronnie at 207-659-9458. All right, we have a few advisories in effect this morning. The only one that's really affecting us all that much is a small craft advisory in effect until about the noon time frame. For your Thursday, is still the leftovers of Ian are farther down toward the south, stirring up the ocean, which is why we're seeing this high surf advisory further down toward the south and west, but nothing in effect for us at this point. We have the clouds moving in from the south, going toward the north very slowly. You even notice a little bit of precipitation with that as well. But for us, we will stay dry today, but tonight, a slight chance for a few rain showers cannot be ruled out. Let's zoom things out right now. Here's Ian, or what's left of it, I should say. It will start moving out towards sea very soon, but not before giving us a small chance for a few showers before we're all finished up. Futurecast moving forward, a few clouds moving in today, so it will be mostly cloudy overall, and there's that small chance for a few showers along our southern counties that could develop later on tonight. Otherwise, though, the winds won't be too bad at 5 to 10 miles per hour along the areas that are on land, but further down towards sea, other areas up to 10, maybe 15 miles per hour cannot be ruled out. So a forecast for today, middle 60s under a mostly cloudy sky. A lot of the northeast breeze getting out to about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, middle 40s on the way, becoming mostly cloudy. There's that slight chance for a rain shower with the wind overall looking nice and calm. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, lower 70s on the way, mostly sunny. It'll be nice out there. A lot of that north breeze getting out to about 5 miles per hour. And our only forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, not a lot of sunshine today. Will be mostly cloudy with temperatures making into the middle 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thanks, Devin. Testimony is expected to get underway in the trial of a Stockton Springs mother accused of killing her son. Jessica Williams of Stockton Springs is accused of killing her 3-year-old son, Maddox Williams, in June of 2021. According to police records, the child suffered a fractured spine, bruises, broken teeth, bleeding in his brain, and other injuries. Williams claimed the injuries were accidental, but doctors disagreed, and police charged her with depraved indifference murder. The child's death was one of several that prompted changes within the child welfare system in Maine. That same year, the Maine Department of Health and Human Services announced the need for a call of action following 4 children's deaths within a month's time. 3-year-old Maddox Williams had been in his paternal grandmother's care, but DHHS returned the child to Ms. Williams. Senator Bill Diamond says the Government Oversight Committee has requested case files for the 2021 child deaths, but the request was denied.
The system is not working. The system is failing within the Department of Health and Human Services. And until we can fix that, until we can see inside and see what went wrong, it's going to continue.
Jury selection began Monday in a Belfast courtroom, and testimony in Williams' murder trial will begin when it's completed.
We, of course, will be in the courtroom today, and we'll have the latest tonight at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, the Penobscot County Sheriff's Department made a drug-related arrest in LaGrange following a traffic stop. It happened around 9:30 Saturday morning. Deputy Derek Ireland was working patrol on Mill Street when he encountered a vehicle committing multiple traffic violations. Following the stop, the operator, 26-year-old Cody Donlan of Milo, was arrested after a search of the vehicle. It yielded almost 30 grams of methamphetamines, about 25 grams of crack cocaine, and 0.6 grams of suspected fentanyl. Donlan was transported to the Penobscot County Jail and charged with unlawful trafficking and also unlawful possession of scheduled drugs, violating conditions of release, operating under suspension, and false attachment of plates.
The city of Bangor is considering a tenants' rights ordinance to address the current housing crisis. The plan was discussed by Bangor City councilors and officials during Monday's Government Operation Committee meeting. Should it be passed, the ordinance would set new requirements for landlords, such as giving tenants a 60-day written notice of any rent increase. It would also create a tighter anti-discrimination policy, as well as cap costs on application and screening fees.
I would be receptive to maybe giving people a longer notice, because I think if somebody had a $300 a month increase in their rent or more right now, and they were given a short notice, it's a tight market. I think it would be hard to find another unit.
The issue will be discussed again in November after city councilors work to rewrite parts of the ordinance before it gets voted on.
As the November election approaches, A.J. Douglas spoke to the Secretary of State's office about voter accessibility in Maine.
As the November election draws near, Secretary of State Shanna Bellows is encouraging Mainers to get out and vote.
Voting is fundamental to our democracy. We're making it as easy as possible, regardless of who you are or where you live. If you are an eligible United States citizen, 18 years or older.
Absentee ballots are already being sent out and can still be requested by citizens. Bellows says requesting an absentee ballot is easy and reminds folks about Election Day registration.
You can call your municipal clerk and ask for one. You can go online to the Secretary of State's website to request your absentee ballot, or you can visit your municipal office in person. On Election Day, we have Election Day registration. If you are not registered to vote and you want to register to vote and cast your ballot, you can do so.
We spoke to an Orono resident who says she appreciates how easy it is to cast her vote.
Yeah, I would tell others to vote because it is so accessible. But I also would tell people to vote because the issues are critical.
McHugh encourages younger people to get out to the polls.
Their voice matters because they're the ones that are going to face the future.
More information about voter registration and absentee voting can be found on Maine.gov. In Bangor, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The governor's energy office has intervened in opposition to Versant Power filing for an electricity rate increase with the Maine Public Utilities Commission. Versant is asking for a 32% increase in its distribution rate for electricity. If approved, it would raise bills for average residential customers by about $13 a month, starting in the summer of 2023. In August, the governor's office also intervened against a 3-year rate increase filed by Central Maine Power. If approved, it would raise electricity bills for average residential customers by approximately $10 a month.
Rotary Club of Bangor hosted 2nd Congressional District candidate Tiffany Bond to speak with club members yesterday. The event took place at the Richard Dykes Center for Family Business at Husson University. Bond, an independent, spoke about how she'd use her experience as a lawyer if she's elected.
I'm trained as an attorney, and attorneys use adversity to get better outcomes. When somebody points out a flaw in your argument, that's the gift of feedback that lets you have a stronger argument, that lets you have a better policy.
Bond will face Republican candidate Bruce Poliquin and Democratic incumbent Jared Golden in that November election.
The town of Orono, like many in Maine, is in need of election workers. Orono officials say there is training available for those interested in working on Election Day, and election staff will be paid for the hours they work on November 8th. Anyone who is interested should contact the Orono town clerk, Shelley Crosby, by email at scrosby@orno.org or call the town office at 866-2556.
And if you missed that, give us a call. We'll certainly give the information to you. Home values in Maine are on the rise, which is good news when it comes Time to sell, but bad news when it comes to property taxes, especially for seniors on fixed incomes. To offset those property tax increases, the city of Auburn is now planning to send out relief checks to homeowners age 65 and up. Brad Rogers has more.
We've seen a massive increase in the valuation of our property.
Auburn Mayor Jason Levesque says the pandemic, low interest rates, and now a housing shortage have driven home prices way up in the city. He says new appraisals completed this year also show many of the homes that increased the most in value are owned by seniors 65 and older.
Our older residents and those that are on a fixed income have lived in their homes for so long. They're the ones that saw the largest increase in appraised value.
The valuation change over the summer increased some seniors' tax bills by hundreds of dollars. Peter Vondell says his went up $400.
We're all on fixed incomes. Some of us don't make much.
Edie Williams' property taxes went up $700. But Monday night, the city council voted 5-2 to use $700,000 of its American Rescue Plan funds to send $300 tax relief checks to Auburn homeowners 65 and older who qualify for the homestead exemption program.
We had some left over specifically for tax relief if needed. So what we did was we voted to provide everyone over the age of 65 that can prove easily enough that their taxes increased by more than $300, a $300 reimbursement check.
I think that would be a great idea. I mean, it should help somebody. I think it should be spent either back to the seniors or some way to help everybody.
Everybody's struggling with money, so I don't know that just elderly people. I think it should help everybody. It seems like a lot of people can't afford to buy houses anymore.
The two council members who voted against the $300 checks said it wouldn't have that big of an impact.
$300 goes a long way on just a two-person household.
Starting in November, seniors 65 and older who qualify for these $300 checks will have a 3-month window to apply. The city is in the process of making applications for seniors to pick up by November.
And as the cold weather approaches, high oil prices do have Mainers worried. Kerosene, which is primarily used in outside tanks, became very expensive over the summer. Reduction in domestic oil production, along with a sudden return of demand, then the Russian attack on Ukraine caused oil reserves to drop. Charlie Summers from Maine Energy Marketers says the shortage created a tough situation for suppliers, but he's confident Mainers using kerosene will get the fuel they need eventually.
Over the course of the summer, when the K1 prices were so high, that's normally when wholesalers get their deliveries of it. But the price is so high, they were waiting, to hopefully see if the market would begin to ebb a little bit on that. And I know that they're working right now to get deliveries in, and we don't anticipate any long-term problem.
As for affordability, the Maine Energy Marketers Association says you can work with retailers to come up with a budget that works for you. The time is now 6:13. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, animals at the Bangor Humane Society are getting some help from a caring group of students in Bangor. We'll tell you what they did to help care for the animals.
But first, let's take another look at our forecast. It's not bad. It looks like we'll see a lot of clouds today, but look at those temperatures. Up into the 60s today, not too bad for this time of year. Tonight, it will be another mostly cloudy night. Lows getting down to only around 46. I think it was 32 when I came to work yesterday. And tomorrow, look at that. If you have the day off, you are in luck. Looks like a mostly sunny day with 72 degrees. Another taste of summer. I think we'll all enjoy that. We'll be right back. Oh.
Do you need to replace your windows, but worry that your project will be hard to schedule and too expensive? Then call Renewal by Andersen, the custom replacement window division of Andersen. Our windows are made with an exclusive Fibrex material that's vastly superior to vinyl and backed by the nation's best warranty. Be sure to ask about our 1-year price lock guarantee to secure a price that's good for 1 full year. Call Renewal by Andersen for your free consultation and a money-saving offer. Installation is always included.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need tractors rated #1 in durability and owner experience so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for 48 months, plus save up to $1,100.
Hello, Southeastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
Push to the limit.
What's going on? Because it's like Linda Blair and The Exorcist up there.
This week on the People's Court. And he feints to the right and goes for the knife. You don't want to come to a gunfight with a knife, brother.
Because you had a gun?
People's Court, all this week at 4 on ABC 7.
Welcome back, everyone. Members of All Saints Catholic School in Bangor celebrated St. Francis of Assisi's feast day in a unique way. Matthew Juronsik has more.
Students at All Saints Catholic School in Bangor participated in a towel and blanket drive to help benefit the animals at Bangor Humane Society. 8-year-old Sawyer Moreau says this is the best way to honor St. Francis of Assisi on his feast day.
Some people like animals and you have to save their lives. So if you bring that, it can help some animals' lives.
St. Francis of Assisi was known for his love of all God's creatures. And the idea for giving back came from the kids themselves.
St. Francis helped all animals, and we knew it was a feast day today. So it resonated with our middle schoolers who asked if we could do a community service project. The teachers got behind it, and we're here today to celebrate that.
Kids at both St. Mary and St. John campuses started off the day by bringing their donations to school and posting pictures of their furry friends, followed by an 8 a.m. prayer service. 9-year-old Mia Rogers says this event would make St. Francis of Assisi proud.
It's important because St. Francis of Assisi followed God and helped the animals through God's power. And I think that we should try to do the same.
But it's Houghton who is the most proud.
It means a great deal when you are educating students pre-K through 8 and imparting that the value of community service. It's been very powerful to see how that resonates with kids, and then they start to talk about other needs in the community, and then we develop plans to meet those. So it's really exciting as a principal to see that.
Matthew Juronsik, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Members of St. Joseph Healthcare buried a time capsule outside the hospital at 360 Broadway in Bangor yesterday. The hospital recently unearthed another 15-year-old capsule over the summer, which contained photos and other memorabilia. Vice President of Medical Affairs for St. Joseph Hospital, Dr. Dave Kaufman, said they received contributions from the entire staff for the new time capsule.
We actually have a plaque that came from the UTC people that did the welding, the students, so that was great. One of our home health nurses put a Barbie doll in that was all dolled up in PPE and what it's like to be a home health nurse in the times of COVID.
The newly buried time capsule will be unearthed in 25 years. Kaufman says it will be interesting to look back at how the medical field has evolved by that time.
One of the largest collections of military coins is on display inside the Maine Troop Greeters Museum at the Bangor International Airport. As Jody Hersey shares, the collection has attracted the attention of the Guinness Book of World Records.
We haven't gotten the certificate or anything yet, but we do, as far as we know right now, we were told by the Guinness Book of World Records that we have the largest collection, military collection of this type.
Since 2003, servicemen and women who travel through the Bangor International Airport have received a warm welcome from the Maine Troop Greeters. During that year, one of the greeters was gifted a large military challenge coin, a token of appreciation that is usually presented during a handshake at an event, ceremony, or special occasion.
Then the troops noticed it, and they started leaving their challenge coins. And if you didn't have their challenge coin on display, they wanted to know where it was.
For close to 20 years, the Maine Troop Greeters have collected a staggering 6,240 challenge coins from all branches of the armed forces.
They are traded from every different group that is part of the military. Groups get together, they have coins that designate who they are, where they're coming from.
These bright and shiny coins are all on display on the walls leading to the Maine Troop Greeters Museum, as well as inside the museum itself on the second floor of the airport.
They started bringing the coins in, and it hasn't stopped since. It has been. I've got over 100 myself at home that the troops have given me. We also give them a coin.
A small token of gratitude and symbol of pride that continues to grow. In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The time is now 6:20. After the break, Russia faces more troubles on the battlefield along with a possible prisoner swap in Ukraine.
Plus, it was a 1 in 2 million catch. A rare blue lobster is hauled aboard as Good Morning Maine continues.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
This week, the stars are starting their day with America's favorite morning show. This morning, Shawn Mendes, Javier Bardem, Hilary Swank live. Tomorrow, Mike Myers live. And Friday, funny girl Leah Michelle on ABC's Good Morning America.
Joe Baldacci was born, raised, and educated right here in Bangor. He's promoted and supported hundreds of millions of dollars in commercial and economic development projects. He has fought to protect vital services from drastic budget cuts. In his first term in the state Senate, Joe delivered for his constituents in Bangor and Herman on jobs, school funding, expansion of health care, and protecting the environment. Joe Baldacci, delivering results for the people of Bangor and Herman.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
We've got everything you need at Rennie's to get your yard all taken care of. In fact, John and Adam are going to my house to rake my leaves. You get to Rennie's.
Thank you for shopping locally.
And welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Acadia National Park officials are telling visitors they should come prepared for a busy holiday weekend. They are expecting high visitation at the park over Indigenous Peoples Day weekend. Officials say visitors should plan their trip accordingly. Park Service personnel say visitors should expect long lines and wait times, as well as traffic congestion and limited parking at the park's most popular destinations. They suggest visitors arrive with a plan and a backup plan in case parking is unavailable. They can leave their car and ride for free on the Island Explorer bus that connects all of the island communities and the Scoodic Peninsula. You can learn more about places to go and things to do before you arrive by going to nps.gov/Acadia.
Well, take a look at this. This blue lobster was caught off Stonington over the weekend. It was hauled aboard by Captain Tammy Haggerty and her sternman Dustin Hutchinson. Tammy was hauling in traps in the Shipyard Channel when she found this colorful creature. It is the first time she has seen a blue lobster with eggs. This little lady was legal side, but she was notched and then was returned to the water shortly after this picture was taken. Still, a haul like this makes for a pretty special day. I have to tell you, I've known Tammy pretty much all my life. She lives next door to my parents down in Stonington. And I was fishing with her husband, George, years ago when he also hauled a blue lobster aboard. And I think it's, as I read earlier, it's like a 1 in 2 million chance. So it's something.
That's good luck.
Yeah.
That's good luck.
It's pretty neat.
Hey, it's good luck to even be close to someone like that.
Right on.
There you go.
Yeah. Any lobster you need, go to Tammy and George.
There you go. There you go. Well, the time is now 6:23.
Let's get a full look at our forecast. Here's Devin Biggs.
Good morning, Devin.
And thank you very much, Emma and Craig. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Boosted Auto and Diesel. For all your automotive, heavy truck, and equipment needs, call Ronnie at 207-659-9458. Alrighty, here we are. So small craft advisory in effect along the coast, lasting till about the noon time frame on Thursday. The leftovers of Ian still not too far away, so giving some issues along the coastline, though, with high surf advisories and small craft advisories in effect until about that Thursday time frame or so. Back here at home, we're looking pretty good, though. We have some clouds further down toward the south. Going toward the north, other areas though near the Boston area, seeing a few rain showers as well, even a few rumbles of thunder. We've seen some lightning with us this morning as well, so still some decent rainfall for a few spots. But for us, we're looking pretty good. This area of low pressure here will begin to move out towards sea, but high pressure will be keeping us dry, but a few of us along the southern coastline could see a few rain showers coming up later on tonight. All right, the wave heights right now are pretty active right now at around 7 to 9 feet. According to some of the buoys out there, that's why we have those small credit advisories in effect. The water temperatures are still pretty decent out there in the middle to upper 50s, even some 60s and 70s in a few spots. These will start dropping, especially as we head deeper into fall and eventually into winter. But otherwise, though, our average high is 63 degrees. We'll make it into the middle 60s today, the lower 70s for you Thursday, back in the upper 60s for you Friday. Cooling off just in time for the weekend to the middle 50s, back in the upper 50s Monday, and we're staying in the upper 50s as we head into your Tuesday. Your fall foliage report, nothing new though. Millinocket still in that 50 to 75% coverage area. Bangor and Ellsworth in that 25 to 45% coverage area. And Greenville still in that 50 to 75% coverage area. We'll hopefully get a new update out on this chart coming up very soon. But we typically peak about early to mid-October, so very soon, if not already, the leaves are really starting to look beautiful. Get outside and really enjoy the fall foliage. Futurecast moving forward, though, we have clouds moving in from the south going toward the north, with a slight chance for a few rain showers later this evening, though, into the overnight period. But as the leftovers of Ian moves away, a lot of sunshine away for you Thursday. Get outside and enjoy it. Things will be looking pretty beautiful as you do move forward. But more clouds on the way, though, as we head towards Thursday night into parts of Friday. So your forecast for today, middle 60s under a mostly cloudy sky, northeast breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, middle 40s, mostly cloudy with a slight chance for a rain shower, especially along the south, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, lower 70s, mostly sunny, a lot of that north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Boosted Auto and Diesel. We have rain chances back in the forecast on Friday with highs in the upper 60s, middle 50s on Saturday with a partly cloudy sky, and we're partly cloudy with a slight chance for rain on Sunday, highs in the mid 50s.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home or place of business? With at-home furniture, appliance, and bedding, and kitchen and bath and flooring, we offer a great selection to do just that. From homeowners to commercial businesses and everything in between, our friendly professionals with more than 50 years of combined experience pride themselves in going above and beyond to work with you every step of the way. And we even offer a full-service appliance repair department. Come and visit us at our Dover Foxcroft or our new Lincoln location. Stop in either location today and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
And now for your national news. The South Korean and United States militaries fired surface-to-surface missiles earlier this morning in response to North Korea's latest ballistic missile provocation. The South Korean Defense Ministry said the militaries launched a total of 4 Army tactical missile systems towards the East Sea. The live-fire drill was aimed at demonstrating precision strike capabilities against North Korea, they said. North Korea conducted its longest ever weapons test Tuesday, a nuclear-capable ballistic missile that flew over Japan and could reach the U.S. Pacific territory of Guam and beyond, forcing the Japanese government to issue evacuation alerts and halt trains. The launch was its most provocative weapons demonstration this year as it pushes to develop a fully fledged nuclear arsenal capable of threatening the U.S. mainland and its allies, with the goal of wresting concessions from those countries, some experts say.
We're learning more about possible prisoner swaps between Russia and Ukraine as Moscow faces more setbacks on the battlefield. Fox's Trey Yingst has more from Ukraine.
Moscow says this is Russian territory, but that's not stopping the Ukrainians from taking back towns and cities as their counteroffensive rolls on. The Russians are now seeing their defensive lines collapse on two critical fronts. In the east, Ukrainian forces are pushing toward the heart of the Russian-held Donbas region, aiming to retake territory held by separatists since 2014. And in the south, the military is setting its sights on the key city of Kherson. Experts say the battlefield losses are putting Vladimir Putin in a dangerous position.
It's becoming, in some ways, make or break for Putin. His abilities to survive depends on some level by saying, I've succeeded.
Much of that territory had been annexed by Russia last week. Vladimir Putin threatened a massive retaliation and a possible nuclear strike if the Ukrainians kept up their counteroffensive, a move most experts say would only hurt Russia's chances of winning the war.
The U.S. and presumably other countries, whether it would be NATO or collective, it's hard to say, could take action to take out with conventional forces many of the Russian capabilities.
Meanwhile, as more Russian soldiers are captured on the battlefield, officials here say they're working on a new prisoner exchange, hoping to free prisoners of war on both sides and send them home.
There is talk of a possible exchange for all prisoners. We will make every effort so that each of our fighters can return to their homeland and to their families.
A prisoner swap last month saw more than 200 Ukrainian POWs released, along with 2 Americans who were fighting with them. In Kyiv, Trey Yingst, Fox News.
President Biden sitting down with cabinet officials Tuesday for a meeting of the White House's Reproductive Health Care Task Force. Biden highlighting abortion rights as a major issue heading into the midterms, accusing the GOP of taking a radical position on the issue, saying Democrats need to take greater control of Congress to codify abortion protections.
And I've said before, the court got Roe right nearly 50 years ago. And the Congress should codify the protections of Roe and do it once and for all. But right now, we're short a handful of votes. So the only way it's going to happen is if the American people make it happen. And meanwhile, congressional Republicans are doubling down on the extreme position with the proposal for a national ban. Let me be clear what that means. It means that even if you live in a state where extremist Republican officials aren't running the show, your right to choose will still be at risk, because Republicans in Congress want to pass a law to take away the right to choose for every woman in every state, in every county.
Tuesday marked 100 days since Roe was overturned.
Well, more and more states are allowing students to take mental health days. Some parents in Massachusetts would like their state to offer the same, saying children's mental health needs to be taken seriously. Fox's Bria Douglas has more.
For the second year in a row, students return to class with COVID-19 as part of their routine, and not every kid has coped well. According to the CDC, emergency room visits for suspected suicide attempts increased during the pandemic. Some parents I talked to say children's mental health has to be taken seriously.
Well, I think mental health is critical. It seems to be a crisis for many, many people. And so if parents or administrators in a school or teachers in a school suspect that students need intervention for mental health, they absolutely should have the time off without any penalty.
12 states provide mental health days for students, including Maine and Connecticut. No word yet if that will be implemented in Massachusetts, too. But one mom thinks it could be beneficial for struggling students.
I think children should be able to have some time off if they need to take time off for whatever might be troubling the child, whether it's trauma or something going on in the home or something like that, and they do need a mental health break.
Oh, I think it's huge. If they go to school with so much anxiety and they can't even think straight or listen to the teachers, so if they stay home and just get a reboot, I think it would be great for them.
And still to come here on the second half of our show, it looks like a great day to enjoy some fall fun, including at a Bangor landmark that's welcoming visitors today.
And we'll also have the latest from Tinseltown, along with the day's sports news. Those stories and more coming up as Good Morning Maine continues.
Seniors know a scam when they see one, like Bruce Poliquin.
My heart is breaking for our seniors in Maine.
He says he'll help Maine seniors. But the last time Poliquin was in Congress, he voted to cut $500 billion from Medicare. And he supports raising the retirement age for Social Security. Maine seniors can trust Jared Golden. Jared stood up to both parties to protect Social Security and Medicare.
I'm Jared Golden, and I approve this message because Maine seniors earned their retirement.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Here's this week's featured deal.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
On sale Thursday at 9 a.m. A limited supply available half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dark or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, it is Wednesday, October 5th, 2022. Today is Yom Kippur, which is considered the holiest day in Judaism. The holiday lasts approximately 25 hours and is typically observed with fasting and prayer.
It was on this day in 1947 that Harry Truman delivered the first ever presidential speech on TV, in which he asked Americans to cut back on their use of grain in order to help starving Europeans who were still reeling from World War II.
For birthdays, we have Neil deGrasse Tyson, Kate Winslet, and Steve Miller, one of my all-time favorite rockers.
I had a feeling. He's awesome. He's awesome. Today is World Teachers Day, National Do Something Nice Day. I'd say that's really appropriate on Yom Kippur. And National Get Funky Day.
You got to get funky every now and then.
That's one of my favorite adjectives, funky. You throw that out there as a descriptive word, nobody guesses that will be your descriptive word.
Do you like funk music?
Absolutely.
Do you? Awesome.
James Brown?
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
That's great. I try to teach that to my kids and stuff, and they're not getting into it.
Hey, there's always time to get into funk. Let's throw it over to Devin Biggs.
Hey, Emma and Craig, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Boosted Auto and Diesel. For all your automotive, heavy truck, and equipment needs, call Ronnie at 207-659-9458. All right, we have a few advisories in effect this morning. The only one that's really affecting us all that much is a small craft advisory in effect until about the noon time frame. For your Thursday, is still the leftovers of Ian are farther down toward the south, stirring up the ocean, which is why we're seeing this high surf advisory further down toward the south and west, but nothing in effect for us at this point. We have the clouds moving in from the south, going toward the north very slowly. You even notice a little bit of precipitation with that as well. But for us, we will stay dry today, but tonight, a slight chance for a few rain showers cannot be ruled out. Let's zoom things out right now. Here's Ian, or what's left of it, I should say. It will start moving out towards sea very soon, but not before giving us a small chance for a few showers before we're all finished up. Futurecast moving forward, a few clouds moving in today, so it will be mostly cloudy overall, and there's that small chance for a few showers along our southern counties that could develop later on tonight. Otherwise, though, the winds won't be too bad at 5 to 10 miles per hour along the areas that are on land, but further down towards sea, other areas up to 10, maybe 15 miles per hour cannot be ruled out. So a forecast for today, middle 60s under a mostly cloudy sky. A lot of the northeast breeze getting out to about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, middle 40s on the way, becoming mostly cloudy. There's that slight chance for a rain shower with the wind overall looking nice and calm. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, lower 70s on the way, mostly sunny. It'll be nice out there. A lot of the north breeze getting out to about 5 miles per hour. And our only forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Not a lot of sunshine today. Will be mostly cloudy with temperatures making into the middle 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
All right, thank you, Devin.
The Thomas A. Hill Standpipe in Bangor will be open to the public today between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. The Fall Foliage Tour is the last chance in 2022 to explore the historic landmark. There are 100 steep stairs to the top, so it's a workout. Comfortable shoes are recommended. And since the structure is not just a historical landmark, but a working standpipe as well, the Bangor Water District asks attendees to leave food, beverages, and pets who are not service animals at home for the trip.
It's a great view up there. Well, Searsport is celebrating fall this Friday and Saturday with its annual Fling into Fall event. Town has been holding the celebration for more than 20 years now. Town manager James Gilway says it's important to give people something to do, and this event has something for everyone.
We'll have thousands of people here between the parades and the car shows and everything. It's really a great event, and we enjoy doing it.
Cruise.
Oh, Friday's event includes a scarecrow decorating contest at the Penobscot Marine Museum from 2 to 6 p.m. and much more. The evening concludes with a bonfire and concert at the Public Safety Building. Activities on Saturday include the parade, a car show, as well as a bounce house, lobster boat tours, a chili chowder cook-off, my favorite, and a Touch a Truck event. There will be fireworks at 6:30. Sounds like a lot of fun.
You're telling me the bounce houses aren't your favorite event?
No, I don't do those anymore. But boy, can I eat chili and chowder? You know,
maybe I would try that before the bounce house, and then that would.
I got to judge a few of those contests. You got to get into that sometime.
I would love to.
Tough duty.
I would love to. Yeah, eat too much.
All right. Well, still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz will have your latest in the day sports news.
But first, let's take another look at that forecast. High of 66 today, mostly cloudy in the sky, although quite warm. Dropping down to a warmer 46 degrees tonight. Those clouds are going to linger on through the night, but tomorrow, mostly sun in the sky. It will clear up, a high of 72 degrees.
You can always tell where Bruce Poliquin's been. Hanging around Washington politicians and the special interests that fund their campaigns, like big oil and drug and insurance companies. Poliquin leaves a bit of Washington everywhere because he's covered in it, supporting special tax breaks for big corporations and more government spending. No matter where you see Bruce Poliquin, you know he's always heading back to the swamp. House Majority PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard to buy for a relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
The law. If you break it,
You didn't pay rent.
you'll pay for it.
It's my show. Nobody cares whether you have a personality or not.
Weeknights at 5 on ABC 7.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. When Maine went out for the game against Villanova on Saturday, one new Black Bear was throwing the pads on for his first full game in a long time. And after all the obstacles, Kobe White now has a new perspective on the game.
Next game is not promised. Every game is an opportunity. It's just a blessing to even be able to take that field because you have no idea when your last snap's going to be.
For his first time in about a year, Kobe White was suited up and out on the field for the full football game.
Honestly, it was good to be out there.
He persevered. He's shown a lot of that. He's shown, he's able to lead there, just understanding the playbook more now.
He's really done a nice job with that, just his rehab and getting back on the field. And you felt his presence on Saturday, versus Villanova. He was able to make some plays.
And the coaches and the trainers have done a tremendous job of, making sure I stay healthy and I'm healthy and able to practice. So I think that's also a part of it.
White came up to Maine as a graduate transfer after spending the first part of his career down in Boston College with the Eagles. In his senior year in Chestnut Hill, he suffered a torn ACL.
I had 33 straight career starts, and I would never thought I would ever miss the game, let alone miss a whole season. And it was definitely a different perspective and space that I had not entered into, but now that I've been there, it's definitely giving me a different perspective on the game.
Now in his 6th year of college football, White has found a new home up here in Orono with the Black Bears.
I've been here for about, maybe a month, 2 months, right? And I'm pretty close with a lot of guys on the team that you would think I've known them for years. So, when I'm out there for them.
In training camp, Kobe suffered a high ankle sprain and tried to make it work in Week 1 against New Mexico, but had his Black Bears debut cut short. On Saturday, White was active all 4 quarters, and he caught 5 passes for over 50 yards. And he's looking to build on that performance while looking ahead to the rest of the season.
There's a lot of things that I could have done better, that we could have done better as a team. We got to keep taking that next step, and I know we will. I have no doubt in my mind that we will, just from the energy of the team.
Looking forward to see what they do Saturday down in Hampton. Staying with the University of Maine now and just heading over to field hockey, and they should just start renaming the award because for the 2nd straight week and 3rd time this season, Mia Borley has been named the America East Defensive Player of the Week. Borley posted 2 shutouts this weekend as Maine extended their winning streak to 7 games with 2 wins. Friday's being a tough 1-0 win on the road at UMass Lowell, snapping their 6-game winning streak in the midst of it. And Sunday, Borley picked up 6 saves in 30 minutes of action as the Black Bears handed Merrimack a 13-0 loss. They are back in action at home this Friday playing California, looking to keep that 7-game streak alive with the game starting at 3 p.m. All right, let's head down to Husson University now, where the Eagles have been rolling on the soccer field, and they've got a big one ahead on Wednesday night. Husson has not lost a match since September 14th, stringing together 5 wins and 2 ties since then, with 4 straight wins heading into this week. Leading the way offensively has been sophomore Arnie Hariderson, who was just recently named the North Atlantic Conference's Player of the Week. He scored 3 goals in the week, including 2 game winners in the Eagles' 2 wins last week.
We have a lot of good players and great players on the bench as well to come in and change the game and just, we're working well together. It's a lot of great players and just great people in general.
He's obviously a massive threat anytime he plays up there, stretches defenses, he presses tremendously hard, his work rate is second to none. Undoubtedly, he's, if not the greatest striker in the conference, and he's starting to prove that.
Arnie is a native of Iceland, and he came to Husson in a soccer and education program they have over there. So he's not only been getting acclimated to Husson or to Maine, but to America as a whole these past 2 years. He calls it a great journey, and his team is certainly happy to have him around.
It's been very interesting. It's a lot different from Iceland. Definitely a great journey. Met a lot of different and good people.
Arnie's a character. It's funny. Once you get to know him, the boys, he had a really quiet start, and then once he started to come out of his cage a little bit, started scoring goals last year, the boys just fell in love with him.
The Eagles play nationally ranked Bowdoin on Wednesday night, and if they're able to stay rolling through the final 6 games on their schedule, they'll be in position for home field advantage come playoff time. So a big tilt Wednesday at Boucher Field. 7:30 is the start. That is all the time we have for sports, though. We will be right back after the break.
Ignore the lies about Jared Golden. I served with Jared in the Marines for almost 4 years, including tours in one of the toughest combat zones in the world, the Afghan-Pakistani border. If I was in a fight, I wanted Jared with me. His courage, loyalty, and focus on the mission earned him the respect and confidence of his peers. Take it from me, I know you can trust Jared to have your back in Congress.
I'm Jared Golden, and I approve this message.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need tractors rated #1 in durability and owner experience so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home the Kubota VX Series for 0 down, 0% APR for 60 months, plus save up to $700.
From start to finish, Ware Butler Building Supply will get you there. Ware Butler started in Maine as a lumber operation in the 1920s. Like most Mainers, Ware Butler adapted to the times and became a building supply company. Through good old Maine resolve and calloused hands, Ware Butler has grown with locations throughout Maine, including Lewiston, Auburn. If you're a contractor, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, let the folks at Ware Butler show you the benefits of small town service. Ware Butler Building Supply, Maine, from start to finish.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Let's get one final look at our full weather forecast. Devin Biggs joins us now.
Good morning, Devin.
And thank you very much, Emma and Craig. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Boosted Auto and Diesel. For all your automotive, heavy truck, and equipment needs, call Ronnie at 207-659-9458. Alrighty, here we are. So small credit advisory in effect along the coast, lasting till about the noon time frame on Thursday. The leftovers of Ian still not too far away, so giving some issues along the coastline, though, with high surf advisories and small craft advisories in effect until about that Thursday time frame or so. Back here at home, we're looking pretty good, though. We have some clouds further down toward the south. Going toward the north, other areas, though, near the Boston area, seeing a few rain showers as well, even a few rumbles of thunder. We've seen some lightning with us this morning as well, so still some decent rainfall for a few spots. But for us, we're looking pretty good. This area of low pressure here will begin to move out towards sea, but high pressure will be keeping us dry, but a few of us along the southern coastline could see a few rain showers coming up later on tonight. All right, the wave heights right now are pretty active right now at around 7 to 9 feet. According to some of the buoys out there, that's why we have those small credit advisories in effect. The water temperatures are still pretty decent out there in the middle to upper 50s, even some 60s and 70s in a few spots. These will start dropping, especially as we head deeper into fall and eventually into winter. But otherwise, though, our average high is 63 degrees. We'll make it into the middle 60s today, the lower 70s for you Thursday, back in the upper 60s for you Friday. Cooling off just in time for the weekend to the middle 50s, back in the upper 50s Monday, and we're staying in the upper 50s as we head into your Tuesday. Your fall foliage report, nothing new, though. Millinocket still in that 50 to 75% coverage area. Bangor and Ellsworth in that 25 to 45% coverage area. And Greenville still in that 50 to 75% coverage area. We'll hopefully get a new update out on this chart coming up very soon. But we typically peak about early to mid-October, so very soon, if not already, the leaves are really starting to look beautiful. Get outside and really enjoy the fall foliage. Futurecast moving forward, though, we have clouds moving in from the south going toward the north, with a slight chance for a few rain showers later this evening, though, into the overnight period. But as the leftovers of Ian moves away, a lot of sunshine away for you Thursday. Get outside and enjoy it. Things will be looking pretty beautiful as we do move forward. But more clouds on the way, though, as we head towards Thursday night into parts of Friday. So your forecast for today, middle 60s under a mostly cloudy sky, northeast breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, middle 40s, mostly cloudy with a slight chance for a rain shower, especially along the south, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, lower 70s, mostly sunny, a lot of that north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Boosted Auto and Diesel. We have rain chances back in the forecast on Friday with highs in the upper 60s, middle 50s on Saturday with a partly cloudy sky, and we're partly cloudy with a slight chance for rain on Sunday, highs in the mid 50s.
Hi, my name is Tony Ruda, founder of the Senior Planning Center. There isn't a week that goes by that we don't help some Medicare recipient in their Medicare programs and save them money. The Senior Planning Center has locations and agents throughout the state of Maine. So why would you want to call an 800 number out of state when the help is right here at home. Give us a call so we can help you save money and make your Medicare decisions.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Anytime you go into Rennie's, you're always going to find a great selection of toys.
We've got Tonka, we've got Green Toy, lots of dolls, Legos. Get to Rennie's.
Thank you for shopping locally.
I'm gonna miss you.
At Prudential, we can't tell you when your kids will finally go out on their own. But we can at least make sure that when they do, you're ready. That's why millions rely on us for the rock-solid strength that helps you plan for and achieve your retirement dreams. Whichever road you take, who's your rock?
In Maine, it's always buying season. And at Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, we carry new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams for your buying season. Here at Thornton Brothers, we'll help you find the right vehicle specifically for you to suit your lifestyle. As they say, the proof is in the performance. So come on over and test drive a real vehicle from a real dealership, or place your order with us and see why it really is buying season here in Maine. Thornton Brothers, Main Street, Lincoln.
We slice down barriers. If you need a story, we're in your area.
This is too corny, even for me.
Would a corny person stage a one-man show called The Color Urkel? Did you do that? Then yeah.
Well, Crocs is giving away free pairs of shoes as it celebrates its 20th anniversary. The footwear brand is giving away tens of thousands of pairs of shoes this week. Fans can enter for a chance to win on the Crocs website or app. Winners will be chosen daily. The contest lasts through October 7th. The footwear's brand even renamed the month, calling it Croctober. Have you ever had a pair of Crocs?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't had any. No.
I'm a flip-flop girl.
I'm kind of a flip-flop guy, too.
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
Or some boat shoes or something like that.
Crocs are perfect for, I mean, my boyfriend made me laugh yesterday. He's like, these are my going out Crocs.
Right.
I was like, okay, honey.
Dressing up Crocs, right? Yeah, that's awesome.
That sale is perfect. I thought of him when I put it in there. I was like, hey, everybody needs their going out Crocs.
Right, right. I've got my going out hat.
There you
That's
go.
the one that doesn't have paint all over it and things like that.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Gotta
Like
look
your
sharp when
lawn
you're going
mowing.
out.
Don't mow your lawn though in Crocs. That's just dangerous.
So true.
Well, Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That's coming up next on Fox 22. We hope you have a great day.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Here's this week's featured deal.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
On sale Thursday at 9 a.m. A limited supply available half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Join us every Friday this season as we celebrate the return to the gridiron with the most highlights, reaction, and analysis of your favorite teams. Catch Sports Blitz Friday at 11 on ABC 7. Sports Blitz brought to you by Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer with 29 locations, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. And by Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A Holdings, where you'll find furniture that's in stock and ready for delivery.
Hi, I'm Angelina Mucci.
And I'm Andy Mucci of